Not much, eh?
What am I doing on the outer reef at night? Well, it all started earlier that day. If you watched my last episode, you'll remember that I've just sailed from one corner of the atoll up to the very protected northeast corner, which is completely deserted. Here, I have started discovering the joys of foraging for my food. It all started with some innocent coconut gathering and drinking of coconut milk. So once you get the husk off, you kind of want to peel it back until you see the beginning of this white bit, and that is where the juice lives. The white bit that I showed you is the shell of the inside of the coconut, so I'm just going to tap a little piece off that and then I can get at the juice. Welcome to Hippie Sailing. I am single-handing migrant 27 around the world. I started my trip in Maine with a 10-month overhaul of my boat, solo sailed through the Caribbean, the Panama Canal, 41 days alone across the Pacific, and now I'm floating around in French Polynesia, loving my life and living in the paradisey dream that I've always wanted. On board the Geck, I have no fridge, water maker, fancy electronics, and my dinghy is a rowboat with a sail rig. Currently, my videos lag a couple months behind where I am in real space and time, so if you're interested in seeing what I'm doing in my daily life, check out my Instagram @BoatLizard. I'm joined in my adventures by fellow single-hander Jarne Schmidt. He is from Belgium. He left 2 years ago on his Belgian-built Spirit 32. We met in Panama a little over a year ago, and we've been buddy boating through the Pacific ever since then. Back from my foraging expedition. And all of these are ready to be cooked. You can cook them with the stems on, and apparently they have more iron than spinach. They're really good for you, and they're to be found wild everywhere. I used this frond to capture them because I forgot a bag. And from there escalated into trying to figure out what else I could eat that was right here on the Motu for myself. We are setting a trap for some coconut crabs. Locals in Makemo told us that if you open up some coconuts and leave them on the ground throughout the day and then come back at night with a flashlight, there'll be a bunch of coconut crabs around the coconut. And then you basically just try to grab them with your hands and hopefully they don't pinch your finger off. Jarne has the machete. He's playing Castaway right now, trying to open up a coconut, and I am observing. This is the place where they do copra. You can see a lot of the sort of temporary dwelling structures for when people come here. We are here with our 2 boats, and our friends Grace are also here. There.
Has he still got hold of the coconut?
Whoa. Look how big his claw is. Has he got a coconut still? Give him some, because he's a nice creature. Here you go, have some coconut. Have some coconut. Here you go.
Running away might be a higher priority.
Cool.
You like my toes?
He does. He does, he likes the smell of you.
Mm-hmm.
That makes fun of us. I'm just kidding.
We jointly decided to go home and have some dinner and then come back after dark and see if our coconut traps produced any crabs. It is night time now, and we have attached some coconuts to some trees. We are getting all of our things ready, and we're gonna go ashore with some lights and hopefully catch some crabs. The kind that you eat. As part of my preparations for doing this coconut crab thing, I'm eating snacks, and I just found a jar of some of my favorite pickles from the States. This is number 2, and then maybe I'll only have 2 or 3 more. Our first stop was to check the trees for coconut crabs, but none of them had arrived yet, so we decided to go on a little reef walk instead to see what we could find out there. We were hoping for lobsters or maybe some crabs. We weren't really sure.
It's got like thin... Whoa!
He's got all the feathery things.
That's really weird. Super weird. See what else we can find.
Whoa, so many tiny fish. Oh, another eel. Whoa! The eel just ate one of the fish.
Really?
Yeah, it snapped it. That's why it's so bulgy now. Yeah, check it out. He's hunting.
Yeah, check it out. Like crab.
That is so cool. Yeah. Get him. Get him. Get the fish.
Is that another one coming this way?
Ooh, there's another eel.
Oh, yeah.
Eel.
Eel?
Just an eel. Eel. Eel.
Crab.
Where? Should we catch a bunch of these? Oh, there's a big crab there. Get it.
Can't get it out.
Ooh, bold move. Going for the claw area. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Is it on you?
Yes.
With my headlamp. Wait, can I get this out first?
Crab in the bucket.
Yeah, that'll feed one of us.
A whole family. You won't get anything out of that. It's tiny.
That's more for now that I can have a crab on my back and think about it crawling.
A male or a female, Holly?
You have to flip it upside down and then I can tell you. Being on the reef at night is a little eerie, but super beautiful. And even though we weren't finding a ton in the way of crabs or lobsters, we were still enjoying ourselves. We found a hole in the ground. Exactly where the water goes. Woo!
Amazing, isn't it?
It's really cool. Crabs. Well, we have 3 crabs now.
Do you? Let me see.
Yep, thanks to Yarna. So 3 of us can eat a snack tonight.
So, yeah. So you're gonna have a mouthful each?
Yes. What started out as an expedition to forage for food was quickly starting to turn into a quest for beauty. The reef at night holds so many mysteries, and the little that we're able to see by our flashlights was enthralling us and enamoring us way more than the small crabs we were able to catch for dinner. This last crab that we caught, upon research, turned out to be one of the few poisonous crabs in French Polynesia, so we decided to let it go rather than poison ourselves. What do we have?
Crab for lunch. For days, yo.
When we came back to our coconut crab traps, we found that there were no coconut crabs. However, there were a bunch of land crabs, which are these guys with the fuzzy legs. So we collected those instead, put them in the bucket with everything else. Oh, their legs are so strange.
First we have to get home.
First we have to get home. I'm back home. Yarna is here doing my dishes. And there's water on the boil for the crabs with a handy plate cover. Crabs are in the bucket outside. We are ready for bed, but first we have a mission. Cook all the crabs. I feel bad, and I will admit that there was a part of me that wanted to set them all free as soon as we'd caught them, but we are gonna eat them, so I guess it's okay. Sorry, crabs. Ugh. Last night we cooked up the crabs and then basically threw everything into Yarna's fridge so that we didn't have to deal with it until this morning. So I still haven't looked at them, but they're cooked and they are probably going to turn into some sort of lunch. There aren't that many, so I'm thinking pasta salad a la crab leg might be on the menu. I'm not really sure. We'll see. Solar panels update. I have everything that I need and my batteries are in and installed and working lovelily. The solar panels are here. They're on my deck right now because the last step that I need to do is to make my own brackets to attach them to the stainless rails. I have all the materials, everything is in place. The next step is to just find a vise and assemble everything. So either the next YouTube video that I post will be a whole video on just the installation and getting everything, or the one after. It depends how quickly I'm able to do everything. But the good news is that it's all here and it's all ready to go. Thanks for watching this week's video. I put up new videos every 2 weeks here on YouTube, and for my patrons, you guys get a snack, which is a short 2 to 3 minute video on the weeks that I don't post a big one on YouTube. Thank you so much to all of my patrons, by the way, for supporting me and making this trip possible, and a huge thank you to everyone who has donated to my solar panel fund. You guys made it possible for me to get more power. I haven't even been able to use my anchor light at night or my fans at night. I've been hanging a Lucy light in the cockpit sometimes, but not usually because it's really bright and annoying. Now I have all the power I need. My panels, even though they're not installed, they're on the deck and they are gathering sunlight, harvesting that beautiful solar energy for me. Okay, enough of that. If you want to become a patron, my Patreon is patreon.com/windhippie. And for one-time donations, my PayPal is paypal.me/windhippie. And links to both in the description below. Thank you for all your lovely comments. I read them all as soon as I'm able to and have an internet connection. Thank you to the lovely Tish, who every time I put something on Dropbox, she puts it up onto YouTube for me with her superior internet connection. And let me know in the comments. I'm thinking of doing a little Who is Tish bonus 1 or 2 minute segment at the end of my next video. Put a face to the name. What do you guys think? Yes? No? No pressure, Tish. Alright, I think that's everything. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks with the next full length, perhaps solar panel, perhaps not installation video, but there sure will be one. Alright, bye.